Kaf Resh Sadi Aleph. Okay, and so here we go. Where were we? Let's see, I had a little note here on the right column. We were learning in the Yafashah. And we have a little note coming up here. The Yafashah had said we're going to go down to the very bottom where it says, where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines from the bottom. And it says, Kosav as Zos Behedya Yosef Ba'orach Yon Sham, and so it gives a reference where we can see what they were talking about for the Mavasharim. Bofen ki ha-netzav ha'chod bebechinas or choser. Hold on, I have to close the door here. One second. Okay, back again to that. That's a shame. So he says, where is it? Okay. He says, Gormi, so it is that the Or Choser, the power of these, of the Netzachod of Atik, causes things to go up. And we know the reverse order, just thinking about it, is also a concept of Gevurah. So he said, "Ki hanetzav ha'chod bebechinas ba'or choser, gormin el yitzias kol ha'oros ha'elu b'reisha de'erikanpin." It causes the movement upward of all of these aspects of the erikanpin. B'zeh she'amar kad tali. So we're really concerned about this word tali, lachzor ba'or choser, because when tali, we're not sure what it means, but we get to the idea of everything gets involved in this elevator lift from the Or Choser, Talian, so then it says Talian, Elin Asvan. So what exactly we're going to discuss later what Talian means, could mean. Shall call the Shemus Amur Be'elu Makomos, all of those names that are mentioned over there. Let's see if that was a good enough introduction to get us to number Lamed Aleph down at the bottom. So what is he talking about? Mitzon Lomer, he says, Kibiyud Gimel Kivarti. So now we're going into these 13s. It's still, like I say, I'm still puzzled about how they could work on the dikna of Eric Anpen, but he's going to say that it does. It rolls Yud Gimel Kivarti, Yud Gimel Nimim, Yud Gimel Tikuni Dikna. Those 3 sets of 13, which is a gematria 39, which is Tal Hanau. Yotzim al Yedei Netzach and Hod. They come out through the agency of the power of Netzach and Hod. Yesh Bechem Tesha Shemus Havaya. There are 3 different types of Havayas that are associated with these 3 different origins of where the letters are coming from. The Hainu Gimel Shemus, or the hairs are coming from, something like that. The Hainu Gimel Shemus Havaya b'mitului Av b'yud Gimel Chivarti. So the milui of Av will be applied to the Chivarti. So let's say at that place, at the whiteness of the head, of the skull, you're going to have the Avs. B'gimel Shemus Havaya b'mitului Sag. This, I think, the first time I've seen this particular lay it out like this. B'mitului Sag. B'yud Gimel Nimim comes with the bundles of clusters of hair which appear now on the head of Eric Anpin. Begimel Shemus Havaya b'milui ma b'yud Gimel Tikuni Dikna. Kamavur be'etz Chaim. All of this is the Eitz Chaim and Shar Gimel. Shar Gimel. So he says, let me get this 1 second. Yeah, so he said, Rabba, now you can understand the Idra. Dav Kuf Kaf Ches. Amad base, he says, Hi Gul Goltiki Varel delay Ankir the Klaser Iver Galifim Do Besitra Do Vizam Besitra Do. Let me try to translate this. He says, Hi Gul Golta, the score of the Hivarta delay. It shines the Klaser Iver into 13 different use of the word Iver, but carved out Ivarim. What that means, he said, so there are 13, and each on sides, apparently, something like that. V'sham and Daf Kuf Kof Tes Amad Aleph, it says Amr B'Zel V'sham Yud Gimel Nimim, 13 different bundles of hair. This Ari Kaimi B'chai Sidra, and B'chai Sidra, they're on each side of the head, each side in some way. V'kan Be'idra Bezuta, also over here in Daf Rapach, he says, Amr begin Dahai Choch V'Stimo Be Isparish Gimel Zimnim L'Dalad. Now there's another hard one there. What does that mean? He says that talking about the Mochas Timah, it spreads out. Be Isparish Gimel Zimnim 3 different times, which would be 3 different Havayas. I think the Dalad means that each one of them has 4 letters in it, but I'm not 100% sure, which would mean 12 plus a kolel or shoresh will bring it to 13. So now we say that in 3 different places, these 3 different places, Elu, Matzina Bechinas Yud Gimel, we find that the concept of Yud Gimel is found in 3 places. But Tzark Lahavin Ma Inyanim, so we have to understand what's Pshat. Avara the Bir Hu B'Mashin is Boyer La'el, the real explanation is Gimel Mini Havayos. There are 3 different Havayos. Shala Atzmos, of the essence, I guess, of the light, a generation, the better generation, generated by the essence of the light of the Ein Sof, Yesh B'Gimel Reshim. So there are 3 different types of Havayas that represent the essence of the Ein Sof here as it's going, I guess it's going upwards or going outwards or spreading. Shekal Rosh Mishloshtam Yesh B'Gimel Havayas, at each one of those 3 heads is going to have Gimel Havayas Meshunos. Gimel Havayas El Yonim, he says those 3, the Resha Iloa Anigwa Gogalta, the Erikanpin Ein B'Milu Yud, and I bring it back again, the same concept again, which is called Av. Ovapechem Yud Beis Osius, and there are 3 letters of Peshutos. Shebechem, that is 3 times 4, that's a 4 there. Shebechem Im Klalos Ashloshtam, with the kolel of the 3 names, you have Yud Gimel then. V'chein Gimel Havayas Acheres B'Reshet Dinyanas, so also 3 Havayas, other Havayas that are in the head, the second head, Hanikra Avira, that's going to have a Milui Sag. So somehow, I'm not sure how this works, but he says this is the origin of where you see Sag, V'chein Yud Beis Osius, once again, Im Klalos Hashem Ba'atzmo, you got Yud Gimel again. Then he says it's the 3rd one, V'chein Gimel Chavayos Acheros B'Milu Imad Alofim B'Reshet Lisah, which is going to be in the 3rd head, the Nikrach of the Mochas Timah, it's called that by that name. Then you say Behem Yud Gimel Osius, there are 3 times 4 letters of the Havaya of the Klalos Hashem, it makes 13. So you have all of this flowing upwards, really, because it's all affected by Netzach and Hod, which apparently he's telling us is the operant, the strongest element that's coming into the head of Eric Anpin, or it is very strong. It causes these lights with the 3 sets that we have, the Av, Sag, Ma, are going to come up out through the head of Eric Anpin, V'hare, Mizbayr Gimel B'china Shal Yud Gimel, Yud Gimel, Yud Gimel, 3 different 13s, Haniska Bebeis Idros, which are explained over there in the 2 Idros. Okay, so let's see how this goes now. We're going to come back up top, and so yeah, we're doing time-wise, okay? So we're up at top, and it says the Sichon. So now we're going to come to the conclusion of this space, which was talking about, let me just find it real quickly, Ba'amar Naka, Kad Tali Talin, Ilun Asfa. The problem is that it's not clear what Tali Talin means. I would say that it means they're hanging down. But that's what I would say. So let's see what the Beforshim though say. The Sikon, in conclusion, Kam Bi'urim B'midas Tali Talin. We have a lot of different explanations of what this could possibly mean. So he said, V'heim Aleph, the first one is Tali Pirusha Mishtalshel L'Lamata. So that's hanging down. Italian Pirusha Tuluyan V'Nelamen Beremes. So now this is still the same one, I guess, that they are in fact hanging down, but they're hidden. And the only way that we know about them, I think, is the remez, because we see the manifest in Zeranpen. I think that's what he means by the remez. Bir Rishon al Pi Arizal v'Hagrua. That's the first beer over there, according to them. Ein Sham v'Chein Nira the Hadras Melech b'Bir Gimel. Number base is Tali Talin. What does that mean? Tuluyin v'Rofafos merachok. So I couldn't find the word Rofafos. That said Tuluyin means hanging. Rofafim. Maybe I should have tried it Rofafim. Maybe that would have done it. Tried Rafaf, Rofef. Anyway, Rofafim merachok. They're hanging down from a distance. There's some distance between them. I don't know whether. So this, according to Or Yaakov, according to his third Pirush Canal. That's that one. Number Gimel. Number Gimel says Tali. What does Tali mean? Pirusha mishtalshal. So everybody wants to say something. I'll say like that. That's hanging down. V'yotzah or choser, and then comes out this or choser. Talian. What does Talian mean? Pirusha tuluyim v'ne'achazach b'koach or choser, that they are dependent on or connected to and holding on to through the force of the or choser. So in other words, it's a little bit sound like it's a little bit magnetic, that in the sense that it picks up this or choser, picks up what's down below and brings it up. Keindira b'yafashad seems like the same idea over there, but bir dalad ein sham dalad. So number dalad. This is the last answer. Tali talian pirusho tali tilim tesaros. So what's tilim? He says, so a multitude of sorrow of hairs that a lot of it fall down. Nira b'zohar chai b'bir hey, number lama dalad. So there was something that I wanted to say on number Lamed Gimel, which is up above. Let's look at, well, first of all, let's look at where it was. It was according to the Talitalim, Tuluyim V'Rofavim V'Rachok. This is according to the Or Yaakov, and let's look at number Yud Gimel. There might be something here that is usable. So where's Yud Gimel? Here it is. Pine base Pirushim Rishonim Heim Ka'ayin Bir Echad al Pi Rizal. They're similar to first, what I guess the first explanation of the Ari. Ella the Or Yaakov Mavor base Milus Tali Talin. And over there he says that the meaning of those two words is Shem Inyan Echad. They're really one thing. Behind it, the Pirusha Rishona, according to the first Pirush, Tali Talian, that is that phrase, Hainu Shemishtal Shalim is Pashta in the Mata. That's really a simple meaning. Pirusha, the second explanation, Tali Talian, Hainu Shetuluyim V'Ne'olomim. So not only are they developing downwards, but here that they're hidden, V'Lo Havin Mamish, but there's really no real substance to them. Now, going on from that place, it said we came to number Daled up above. Number Daled up above says Tali Talian, Pirushu Tali Tilim, the Sa'aros. The Tilim sounds like bundles or multiplicities. K Nira B'Zohar Chai, and let's just see that number, little Lamed Daled here. And number Lamed Daled says, for the Chora, Yesh Chiluk Gam Beniku de Milus. There's a difference also in the way that the letters that we're talking about here are menukad. Ki l'zohar chai yesh the naked kach, that you would say tili tilim. The Shar Mefarshim, they call it tali talian. Now, what we get out of that, I'm not sure, but I thought I would just put that in and see that. So let's see how we're doing. And let's do this last one here. Let's just see where we're at. Okay, we're going to go to a new section after this. So what is he talking about? What are the letters that he's talking about here? Because we had said that the hairs are really the basis of the letters. Some places they said that they're in the form of vavim. So he said of anaskem gam be'eza osius arikan ki yeshnam kama biurim bezer vehem one. The first one, the rova biurim anal, the Or Yaakov, the Hadras Melech, and the Bir Agroa. He says, I be'osius yud kei vav Derek Anpin, that's what we're talking about when we say what are the letters that we're talking about. So it's Yaakov. It's those three letters. Base, the author Shah, according to the author Shah, which we had just been learning, he says, Ire Ba'osiv Shemos Savaya, we're talking about the letters of the name Yud-Ke Vav-Ke, the Hivarto, that refers to the whiteness of the head of Eric Kampen, and then going on to the Nima and the Dikna, which are the three different places that this Or Hoser brings out the light. He says those would be, so that was number, let me see if I can understand it. He says they're referring to the letters of the Yud-Ke Vav-Ke, but they're in different forms, because we have, I guess, that we pieced together from the author Shah, from the Pirish over there. I guess, where was he quoting from? I can't pick it up real quickly. He's of the Nimin V'Digna Ein Sham. So according to the Zohar Chaycha now, Eirech Ba'osius Vovim. That's what we said previously, the Gugolta Ein Sham. That's what he says over there. And that's the end of this little piece that we're working on right now. So we'll pick up tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem, on